Hi, ThatPaulGuy. You may have noticed lately that it's very difficult to try to find webcams. In fact, if you are currently using a webcam and it dies on you, it's kind of hard to find a replacement. If you are just now finding yourself having to use one for work, teleconferencing or something that you might not have been using before, you're also going to find that it's very difficult to find. Now, the tried and true standard in this has been Logitech C920. It's a very tried and true webcam. It records in 1080p. I believe it teleconferences in 720p, but it records in 1080p at 30 frames per second, does a very good job, looks great. Can't show you any picture or anything of what that looks like because obviously they're very hard to find right now. But I was faced with a conundrum that's separate than the worldwide conundrum we're facing right now, and that's that my webcam decided to die. Decided to die a horrible death and not tell anybody what happened. I have no idea what happened, it just stopped working. So, needing another webcam, I did come across something that was recommended to me that's a pretty good suitable sub I'm going to explain to you. This particular webcam is made by AUSDOM. It's a AUSDOM 1080p because it records in 1080p. I don't know if that's the actual model number. I didn't see an actual model number when I was trying to order. I just saw the description and what it did and the specs. It does also record in 1080p at 30 frames per second. It does have dual channel or stereo type sound if you're setting it up. It's kind of hard to say stereo sound when you're sitting in front of something and left and right channel both get pretty much the same signal, but it does record in 1080p. Like I said, it does take very good pictures, and I will show you what that video looks like. All right, so this is recording at 1080p. You can tell that I've had to move the camera much closer, and the focus, I don't know, like hands, I don't know if that's going to be out of focus or in focus. We'll see in the video. But anyway, the audio quality I think is pretty decent. You'll notice that it is pretty wide. It's a wide shot. Camera has to be much closer, and you can tell sort of that fisheye effect if you're looking up in the corners of the window. You can kind of see that they're bowed a little bit. Otherwise, I knew this was going to be a wide angle when I read the reviews on it, and even though it's not a replacement for the I guess you could say the standard Logitech 920, it is a pretty good webcam, and I'm pretty happy with it. And I think it's going to suit my needs just fine. And if you can't get a hold of one of the 920s, this might be a really good bet for you. And as you can see, it looks pretty decent. It compares very favorably to Logitech C920. It is a little bit of a wider shot, you can see, and like I said, I was talking about that. So it's a wider shot, a little bit to get used to. But if you're using it for some kind of video editing, or you're using it maybe even if you're doing some streaming, you might be able to cut the resolution down to 900p instead of the 1080p, which would give it a 4:3 aspect ratio instead of the 16:9. So it would cut the sides in just a little bit without losing a lot of fidelity, and it still looks really good. Sound quality was excellent. I find myself really liking this webcam. And I especially like the fact that it was available. I did order it on Amazon. It was about $10 more than the price of the normal Logitech C920. But the good thing about this webcam is it's available. When you get it out of the box, it just comes, basically, there's an instruction book that comes with it, the webcam itself, and it's probably about a 6-foot cord or something like that. Pretty nice webcam, pretty sturdy, good quality build. There's a couple of advantages about this, and you can mount it a couple of different ways. There is a hole at the bottom for a universal tripod, or say if you've got a webcam mount. It does lay flat, so you can put it on a surface and it stays there. It's pretty well balanced, so even the cord off the back end of it doesn't, topple it off my hand. And it will fold out, so you can put it on the top of your monitor, which works pretty well. It's pretty easy to adjust. It's pretty forgiving in nature. It's easy to set up because you basically just click on your Windows settings and click the camera in your Windows settings, and it comes right up. It recognized it right away. Very easy to use. Like I said, the picture quality is very good. The video recording is pretty good. I would say very good. The sound quality is very good, and overall, I'd have to say I'm pretty impressed with it. I thought this was going to be a suitable sub until I could find either the C920 or a Brio from Logitech, but seeing as how I've got a pretty good animal on my hands here, I think I'm going to be pretty happy with this. When those other ones do become available, who knows? Maybe I'll get one as a backup, but unless this one fails me like my last one did, I can't see any reason of changing. So once again, comes in a green and white box. It's by AUSDOM, AUSDOM. I don't know if that is short for something. On Amazon, it was just that and the description, basically. I didn't see a model number, or if there was a model number, I wasn't quite paying attention. But it's a 1080p webcam, works very, very well, and for the price, I'd have to recommend it. So anybody that's out there looking for a webcam, I'm going to say this one, okay? It's a very, very good replacement. It does, like I said, it's going to cost you about $10 more than that C920, but right now, those are running 3 and 4 times the price if you can find them anywhere at all. So as always, folks, you're welcome to share, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, leave me any kind of comments. What are you using for a webcam? Or have you been able to find one, or have you been able to borrow, beg, steal, or anything like that and get one? If so, kind of let me know if you've got a source that is not price gouging right now. How's that? That's all I got, though. So like I said, thumbs up, thumbs down, share, subscribe, leave me any kind of comments. And until next time, folks, I'll see you later.